It's a squash torb type object, actually two, with no buttons to speak of. The only connectors on it are two Ethernet jacks and a barrel connector for power. There is a small status light on the front that you can dim if that's an issue for you. The first one I plugged into our LAN, and it's probably one of the easiest things I've set up. Initially, I used the Google Home app. The second one I decided to set up wirelessly. I was able to connect my phone to it via Bluetooth, and it actually failed to fully set it up 2 times before finally succeeding on the third. IT guys are just persistent, I guess. I think the app is slick, very polished and pretty intuitive. This seems like one of those devices that is intended to be a zero-maintenance system. Oddly enough, with the several dozen wireless/smart devices in our household, I do not have a Google Assistant, so I can't speak to compatibility. However, I very much assume that since they're part of the same ecosystem, it would work well with it. You can set up a guest network, and you can also set up groups to control devices, such as kids' tablets that can be set to schedules and have limits set. In these groups, you can also turn on Safe Search to block inappropriate/adult content. I would never pretend that these are always going to block everything, but it's good to know that there's a router side function to help with that sort of thing. At the end of the day, I really like this. It will likely not give me the full level of control that I want, but for most people who just want help managing a network, this is probably pretty spot on for their needs. For managing things like DNS, DHCP reservations, and port management, you have to use a second app called Google Wi-Fi. This app seems to be just as clean and intuitive as the Google Home app. I've been having issues with my existing, and aging, router, which tends to disconnect often while lacking both range and speed. This is particularly true for my Ring doorbell, which rarely stays connected with the current router, even when using Wi-Fi extenders that I have tried in the past. Hence, I decided to give this well-renowned brand and router a try. Here are some thoughts after testing in various environments. Content/design. The package comes with the main router, an Ethernet cable, and a power cord. The design is a simple globe that is very space efficient. I appreciate the rubberized bottom which prevents the router from shifting around too much. Installation, hardware, installation of the physical router could not be easier. Click link in description for more reviews.